Jesus. I know I keep saying that. He must be here. You know what I'm saying? The energy of love. Unconditional love. And just, you know, truth. For me, you see. And my own discoveries of a lot of things. Anyways, what was I saying? So, people and their treatments and thoughts of, like, other people. Like, even when I had to go through, like, jealousy, when I think about that, and how I've never resonated with that. But people would be like, that's a lie. You have to be jealous at some time. Like, and I would really, truly process, like, a lot of things. Like, even when I've admired, like, I've always just found admiration for things that I like, because most of the things it's like backwards in this life. Like, people dislike people for shining. Like, a lot of people that are out there and, like, what somebody would say, or what they expose themselves in that way to get back to and leave themselves open to receive feedback in that kind of way, because, you know, this is part of it, or whatever, you know, whatever understanding, you know, that is just collectively not even processed to see if that's what you understand it as for yourself. Anyways, it's just, you know, like, the collective flow of, like, a lot of people's lives. And, what was I saying? Because you want to know what's driving me crazy? See, I even battle my own neurotics. Oh, yeah, but I was talking about jealousy. Anyways, the neurotics of my dog looking behind me, because that sound. Like, stop it. They know when I suck my teeth. They stop sometimes. Sometimes they don't. I have to suck my teeth a little bit more. But, you know, yeah. Anyways, but, like, even, like, jealousy, like, actual, like, being envious of someone in a way. Because envious is the opposite of, like, for me, in this whatever expression I'm going to express to you guys right now. I hope it makes sense. Is the opposite of admiration. It's like the same. They're similar, but they're like the yin and the yang part of it. And truly part of this huge, like, awakened walkthrough of just even understanding. Stop. It's driving me nuts. Understanding of how people, and there's nothing that anybody can say, because I found my truth in my own thing of really, like, understanding this. And I'm not saying that even my understanding of this can't expand, but just the root of this understand, yeah, I comprehend. And that is, we all see as we are, which can help you to see, if you want to sit back and, like, observe others and how they interact and with one another in different various, like, situations, these experiments, and see the breeds that breed from these things, or whatever the case, maybe the curiosity of things. You know, we can all do these things. I've been doing this all my life, you know, because I knew since, I guess, birth that something was just not right. Yeah, so I've just been like, let me sit back, I gotta look at this, because, yeah, anyways, but, what was I saying? See, it's like a Cheyenne, you know, because exposure is a lot, and then I, you know, my condition part of, like, just even my own habits of just trying to, like, when people react to some of the things that I say sometimes, you know how many times it shut me down? Because even if the reaction wasn't bad, and they're like, oh my god, where did you find her? Like, like, how do you even come up with something like that? I don't know. Just think like that. And so, that attention to that and the uncomfortability of just even, like, you know, a recognition like that, which brings the spotlight for me to go in depth more. People like wanting to explore and, you know, becoming comfortable in that instead of shutting down and being shy from that. Like, I don't know, I'm not one stuck. I was just saying. What are you saying? You know? But yeah. What was I saying? But anyways, yes. What was I saying? I swear, if you're here and you watched all of these videos, or even just some of them, it doesn't even matter how many of them that you have watched. I appreciate your presence here and your patience here. But anyways, there's messages here, so may you be met with blessings at best for everything that you need, lovingly and nourishing your being, your spirit, your mind, your body, your heart, your soul, whatever, everything that makes you whole. May you somebody's back there staring at me. May you receive these things, believe these things, know these things to be truth. We all know the truth. There is never no second guessing. When we know something, we know something. And I know something. Even though I know nothing. But I know something. Because I went through. Found my own truths and many things, and know that there's still so many more discoveries. And I'm excited. You know? But anyways, the 99.9% of the population that behave this way, unconscious many of their defensive ways when they come from a place of spite. See, and I had to process this too, to say, well, how can you say that, especially when you've been spiteful too? There's a difference still there too. I just had to discover that. Because there is a difference. I just, you know, this is part of the process that dissecting. What's the difference? There's something that, like, because I'm not like that. Still. It's the intention, right? What makes something really, really real. And the thing that baffles me, well, not anymore, because how many times can you watch and accept villains do their best, act, and could care less? That was me, because I truly do believe that no matter, like I said, your level of knowledge or understanding of anything and everything, and you think you are greater and better and know everything much more and are the shit and almighty power that likes to devour and secure your power, because that's like just a greed of a need to make others feel your wrath, attack. However, you plot and twist it on some intentional, real shit, like Just even think about thought power. Your thoughts most likely are revealing of your feelings. And those feelings that you're not dealing, well, you're thinking. And the cycle that is created by what you choose to think and create based off of those feelings you ignore to explore, well, guess what, you're marinating some more. You know what I mean? But anyways. So the hard thing for me to accept in my highest of knowledge at best is that whenever we all came to be, same creation, same seed. No matter the life we meet, thinking we know everything, there, is something that is going to surprise us all during this roar. Anyways, picking apart the differences I see. I have never, I'm not going to even overemphasize it, over-explain it, or whatever the case may be. I'm just going to state it matter-of-factly, and that's going to be very soothing and therapeutic for me at this time, because this is the first time in my life that I'm even going to say this sentence however it comes out, because I don't have no idea how it's going to come out, but I got the idea before I lose the idea and then tell you guys what was I saying. So let's not even take it there, but I have never, and there are many nevers, but let me just say, in this lifetime, I'm just going to address wished, imagined, created, ever did, intentionally, in any kind of way, or even freaking in my own anger, right? Even when I'm mad at somebody for what I'm mad about. I'm not here in my mind imagining like slicing their hearts out or wishing them misery or, you know, and all that horribleness, and or like if I see them in life and something's not right or something happens to them that's not good and I happen to witness that, and I would never take satisfaction in that. Like, no. No. Even if you deserve it, or whatever the case may be. Like, if we're going to talk about it in reality with maturity, I can speak like that too. I'm like, well, you know, I mean, dude, you want to think about the karmic loop, like, and if that's something that is at your root, whether you're conscious of it or not, well, then guess what you're going to get? Cycled back to you until you deal with your truth. But, you know, that's none of my business. Anyways. But, yes. And that's a major difference. And I really had to break that down. Even in all my funk ups and things I have done that was not nice or messed up. I had to break that down too. And don't think that I am excusing any behavior or even justifying any of my negative past behaviors or things that I could have handled way better or have not done or hurt or, you know, whatever the case may be. I am not justifying the choices and the accountability that I now have. Trust me, that, but, you know, accountability is something that many don't seek. And different is me. Because even when woe was done unto me and the cruelty bestowed onto me and the beatings and the mistreatings and the prison I allowed, even as I endured knowing these monsters were monsters. Even in that misery, I would still never do that to them. Nor did I have any desire to. Nor did I sit in my room and think about, oh, how I'm gonna get a voodoo doll and stab you, mother fudger. But my morbid jokes come from things like that. Because, you know, think about the ripple effect of these energies all around. I get to pick a lot of things up and humor myself with. Like, oh, I find this funny, I'm gonna stab you. But, you know, whatever. Anyways. And most people harbor various seeds of bitter, anger, sad, whatever it is. Those variations of emotions and cling-ons that so many cling on to. And I realized too, I'm seeing something now as I'm speaking that I blocked from others, you see, because one of the fascinations with people that got to know me through my growing, as they were too growing, we were experiencing life together, was they used to think it was a coldness in me of how, like, dismissive I can be when something has come to its end and never think about it again. And not harbor or treat or not trust in life again because I had that bad experience. Most people, when they have bad experiences, they fear having those bad experiences again. I never think about those experiences again, so I'm gonna be fearing it. But, you know, even if it took me half of my life, let's say, you know, to get to that point of that bye, but still, once it's bye, like, that was one thing I realized too early on, but I didn't see the depth of that either. I never go backwards. Like, and that kind of, like, decision of a position. I just identified my stomach ache. Anyways, it went away. Or that could just be for this moment and second in time that I'm processing this inner thing that just happened as I was speaking and sharing and revealing, and I'm not there to share that other inner thing that is my epiphany of something else that I wasn't even talking about. But anyways, see how this happens, guys. Anyways, yeah. What was I saying? Yes, and I have rarely encountered another on this earthly planet that was pure in that kind of energy too, like me. That's how I'm going to choose to see at this moment in time. I'm not saying, ooh, you know, but yeah, ooh, I'm saying, trust me when I'm saying, you know, like, because I've also come to, you know, like, even just in understanding that there are people like that, and another lesson and message I have received from various people in my life stating the same when they would try to help me to see some negative energy influence that maybe I was being too accepting of, that needed some addressing. But, you know, there I go defending because people are judging. You know, ain't that something? You shouldn't judge, and you don't know because I'm here judging other people's growth to my own understanding and knowing and believing through my own perceiving that when you go through, there's healing. So I know it's possible. And since I see the potential of what is a person's root, and since as I perceive things in others when upon first meeting, like the first thing that I like to gravitate towards and seeing, I started dissecting that too, and realized that every time I meet somebody, before they even speak, even if I get their energy read in whatever natural way that it just instantly is gifted to me, I'm still not judging. You know, it's just instant. There's nothing I can do about that. It's instant. When I go to the external part or the earthly part of what it is that I pick up and see first, naturally, it's always something good in the other person, even if they're an asshole. Before they introduce the asshole to the world, like, it's just always been that way. Like, I've never been, like, I've gotten into debates with people because I can never call somebody ugly. I always find something beautiful in somebody. Physically, we're looking at the physicality, like, and people are gonna be like, but come on, that's ugly. You don't think that's ugly? And then, you know, trying to, like, come on, be real, and then calling me fake and me this debate, like, no, look at his smile, or like something, you know, to see. And but it's really eye-opening when we look in the mirror to see our choices of perception we choose to first make naturally. You had a whole world feeling negatively internally, and as you perceive is as you are, revealing truth by far. And I can't relate. I have no desire, even, and I can't even say, like, you know, somebody be like, oh, but what about that nasty thing you said to that person that hurt their feelings, and so, you know, stuff like that in my unconscious days, in ways where it was like, I ripped you an asshole, and like, gave you some brutal therapy. You took it there. You know. But I wasn't lying. It was the truth. What did I say? That was so wrong. You mad at me? I don't care, you see, because you took it there. I tell you, bag up. That's what's up. I have no desire to overpower you or slice you into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 degrees. Why would I want that? I don't think about those kind of things until people, you know, or you come across stories, share movies, things like that. That's why I say I have a really active imagination. That's why there's a limit to the things I can take. And if the story is not, now I've learned to set my own boundaries. If just like, I don't even want to hear it. I'm like, wait, is this something that I want to hear? Like certain things that, you know, they want to share with me from the external outside world. You heard what happened? No. That's why I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I don't have a TV. If I wanted to see, I would be searching for these things. Trust me, because research is my thing. And so, no. You want to share it with somebody else that has that in common with you? Go ahead. Is it something that's going to upset me? Because I get upset very easily. And if it's something that's going to upset me, I choose not to vibe in that way. And so, I don't want to hear the story. And I'm not saying, because then I had to get through that too, because I'm like, what, you're going to hide from the whole world? Like, You walk down the block, there's, everywhere you go, there's news everywhere. So what, you're gonna get mad every single time that you're gonna ignore everything too? So like, I had to go through that too. So, but I had to learn me too, like even just in the things I like to do. I'm not opposed to a TV anymore because I was associating it with that, like sensitivity to the things that can randomly pop out in front of me, and then I'm like in feeling mode because it hurts. So let's avoid that, Jen. Like, why you want to make yourself like that? That's not healthy either. Like, what, so you just avoid it but don't deal with it either? Like, you know, so I had to go through that too. I'm not opposed to TV, so like, I just don't watch it right now. Like, if there was a show that was to come up that, let's say, that caught my attention, that, oh my god, I'm gonna watch again, I'll have the appreciation for that again. And if I have the time, you know, I'm sure maybe I'll divulge. My daughter sometimes forces me to watch movies. Those are rare in times because she punishes me a lot because she says I don't make the time to watch them with her, and so because I don't do it, because my daughter's like, you know, controlling. We're working on that, guys. Patience that I have learned in my life. I'm trying to seed into my most glorious little goddess of a being. Yeah, anyways. If I don't do it at the time that she has commanded, believe that, let's say if I'm not even, like, let's say I'm out running around doing the stuff that I gotta do, she'll send me pictures of the movie that she's watching by herself in the room without me. Yeah. She's funny. Anyways, my polar opposite in every way. Gemini, hey. So yeah. That's who keeps calling me on the phone. Because, you know, she changes her mind all the time, and now her plans that she now vibes and doesn't want to stick out because something else came to mind of what she would much rather do at this time, of course, intervenes with my recording time. But it doesn't, because I continued, which is, I guess, uplifting to my own mood because I stuck it through. Trust me, guys, I don't. Today, yes, I do, and no, I don't. But I don't. I didn't. I almost didn't. And I tell you, like, in that first video that I shared, I meant it. I don't know if I'm going to share this, because by the time I started to watch it before posting it, which is dangerous in my book, because now I saw it, and I didn't share it with nobody, so it's not like reneging. I just won't share it with you. And that was the first time that I felt that way in the recording, because I have to hear it again, I guess, or play back later to get what, you know, the whole momentum and that feeling of what I was feeling. But for me, that was really revealing. It's just like, you know, maybe it's just for me, for my healing, because, one of the things that I was saying prior to this, even before that, is a message for me, gifting me so much more, is a message that has been told to me throughout time from different individuals throughout my life, and my daughter Sublime, who reawakened that message, that she says it. She's said it for a few years, just about, and it's not like she says it all the time, it's just when it applies. You can't save everybody, Mom. Some people just don't want to do it, and some people don't want it, and you're draining your energy. As she got older and she spoke a little bit more clearer about other stuff, but since she was little, can't save everybody, Mom. Stop it. Be nice. Everybody deserves a chance. You know? Who are you to determine that, would be my argument. Just because you think you know whatever it is that you receive, you know, and think you know. Do you really know? Because there are things that we are meant to grow through and see. And I have been met with surprise of other people's evolutionary journeys of growth that I really have seen now. I'm like, whoa, you did some works. I'm so proud of you. I didn't think you, and not that I saw or thought them incapable. It's just whatever it is that I was saying. And I guess you got to understand the process of time. Like, that was the now time. You know, we stamped that as fact and forever. Like, no, that's just this moment in time that this too shall pass. But, like, who am I to say the time that this person has on their journey to get from this place to this place? Because I'm looking at the time, you know? That doesn't involve any of this. Although we relate it to this time thing. Because everything takes time. But anywho, the things we do. The discovery. See, like right now, you see the behavioral conditioning in me just flashed through my mind. Or if you want to say, you know, conspiracy theory things, like, you know, these subliminal messages from technology, or like fed to me, or implants, or like, I'm going every which way right now. Like, I'm not saying that these are my beliefs. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not saying, just exploring. On neutral ground for me, because